सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्त गोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् अतः परं ब्रह्म सदद्वितीयं विशुद्धविज्ञानघनं निरञ्जनं प्रशान्तमाद्यन्तविहीनमक्रियं निरन्तरानन्दरसस्वरूपम्. Because of the statements made earlier in the previous verses, statements have been made with respect to the reality. Given the logics, Atah Param Brahma Sadatvidyam. Therefore, Brahma is the greatest. There cannot be anything more than that. Brahma is the greatest. Meaning of Brahma actually is the greatest. And other words are written here as adjective to the Brahma. Sat, it is true. Advityam, it is non-dual. It is clean, Vishuddham, etc. We'll see slowly. So when the verse is telling, the author is telling that Brahma is the greatest. Brahma is the greatest. Brahma may be the greatest. But if it is not greatest for me, then it is of no use. I should discover that it is the greatest. Just like I gave the example earlier, a leaf is a medicine. If it is not known to me, it is of no use to me. If I don't know the leaf as the medicine for given disease, let's say, then it's of no use because I don't have the knowledge. And the person who has got the knowledge about the leaf being medicine for a given disease, it will be useful for him. He can use it. Similarly, if I know that Brahma is the biggest, or the truth itself happens to, truth is Brahma. Many names for the same subject. Many names. You need to understand the truth, that's it. You call any name, doesn't matter. So when the greatest, this verse is telling here, this author is telling greatest. So how do I understand it is the greatest? That's important. How do I understand this? Everybody lives in this world. Once you are born, you are bound to live. As long as the life is there, you are bound to live. In fact, nobody pays attention to this thing. How the life is continuing, nobody pays attention to that. The attention they pay is how to live comfortably. Everybody wants to live comfortably without any problem. You never want any problem. Even if a tooth comes up in your mouth, you shouldn't have any pain, no? You shouldn't have any pain. Even if there is fever, you shouldn't have any pain. Even if there is a boil in the body, you shouldn't have any pain. No pain at all. No disturbance. Nobody should scold you. Life should be very smooth, which has never happened, I tell you. You know very well. But even then, this type of desire comes in the human beings. Nobody wants any trouble in life. But you know very clearly Even if you don't want, there are situations which are not palatable to you all the time. Nothing wrong in desiring for a comfortable situation, but you should know the reality also. Anyway, so what importance do you give? As I said, people do not bother about all these things. Wherever they are living in this world, there itself, they want to live comfortably. Go inside the forest, you will find whatever flesh, etc., whatever they are getting in the forest, fruits, whatever they are getting. In that also, they want to, they try to live happily using those objects. Whatever is there, wherever it is there, they want to use those objects and live happily. They try to live happily. This is how the nature of each and every human being. Now, somebody suppose if it strikes him that there should be something without which how the universe will come to existence. Hardly anybody thinks about it because, as I said, everybody is engaged in living how comfortably, how to live comfortably. That's the sole motto of each and every individual in this earth. And comfortable living means objects, fame. These are the two things. You can say objects means money, it comes. So, this being so, they just miss the opportunity they were given. Human beings miss the opportunity to discover the truth. You can know. See, the dog also is having a life, and we are also having a life. Dog doesn't have the capacity to think, no discriminating capacity. It's not crying because of something. When there is pain, it's a different thing, it will cry. But when some difficulties is there, it's not going to cry. What will happen in future, etc. This thinking doesn't exist in any other living organism except the human beings. Here, the author says the truth is the biggest. So before you know that, you have to have knowledge about certain other things. See, every action needs preparation. In fact, knowledge also needs preparation. Suddenly, you don't learn a language. You start from the alphabet. You say A, B, C, you start doing like that for some time, and then slowly you construct words, you learn words, and you speak the language. You learn from somebody. Similarly, here also you learn from someone who is talking about the truth about the universe. You learn from someone, and how do you do it? You know very well how you were once upon a time. You were lying in the bed after being born. You were lying there, not able to do anything. A fly will be sitting on your face, but you are not able to remove them from there. Just that is irritating for you, but you can't do anything. So helpless, lying in the bed. But once you started sitting, you never wanted to lie down again. You kept sitting. Once you started putting steps, you never wanted to sit. That's why you see children running all the time. Why? Because that they are able to run. This type of this understanding is there. They enjoy running. You enjoy standing with the support of something in the beginning, but slowly you enjoy that. Therefore, you don't want to sit again. That is natural. No, even if you fall again and again, you again get up because you're enjoying the getting up. The system of the nature. You are going to stand definitely. You are going to walk. So it happens slowly. Just after being born, you start walking. It doesn't happen. That's not the nature. Similarly, understanding about the source of the universe doesn't happen instantly. It takes time. How much time it will take, I can't say. It depends entirely upon your effort and type of disposition that you have. I don't know what type of thinking you have got. It purely your thinking, I tell you. I'm just asking you a question. What thing you should give importance in this world? In this world, you just think what thing you should give importance. Analyze this thoroughly. It's purely analytical and it is purely cognitive approach. There's nothing to do with how to live, etc. It doesn't have anything to live with the subject matter. It doesn't have anything to do with the subject matter of how to live, etc. That's not the subject matter. A person who is in this direction is not worried about that at all. So, what do you think is the most important in this world? And here the Brahma is called the most important. Ask people, everybody will differ, I tell you. Everybody will differ. That means what? Whatever is most important for you, it's not most important for me. So, most important cannot be so many things. Somebody leaves, somebody donates whatever earnings he has got for some purpose. He donates to the people. Somebody is accumulating wealth. It's not good enough for him. He's having a lot of wealth, but even then he is accumulating further. Varieties of people are there. That's how it is. And every life is for once. It's not going to be there forever. So, what is it that you give so much importance in this world? Nobody pays attention, I will tell you. See, in one of the sentences in the Vedas, it is written, O Lord Air, Namaste Vayu Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi. This is the statement in Sanskrit. Namaste Vayu Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi. I am doing salutations to air. You are the evident. You are the evident. I am understanding you. I can appreciate your role. O air, you are the largest. You are the greatest in this universe. You are the greatest in which way? Because I am appreciating you. Through what? Through your sense organ. Yeah, sense organ. You can feel how the air is entering into the body through the nose. So now nobody pays attention. It's almost nobody pays attention to that. Child keeps playing. Okay, it's a child. It's not developed. It is not having a developed mind. That's okay. It's not able to appreciate the role of air. At least the adult should understand. No, adult also doesn't understand. The old person, hardly any old person also understands. So without which, not a single moment you can live. Remember what I'm telling. Without which you can never live. You can never do anything. You can never sleep. You are not remembering the role of that air. You don't remember the role, what its place. And because it is entering into the body and coming out, therefore you are able to do whatever, meditating, whatever, anything, whatever you do, whatever any human being does anywhere, it is because he is alive, and he is alive not because of himself. Now, this is the reality as we discuss now. So why I do not pay attention to this? Because people are engaged in things outside. So you plan, I'll go there and I'll get this food, or there I'll go there and I'll get this thing. I'll meet him. It will be great. We'll enjoy. This is how you plan. But in and through, the air is keeping you alive. You don't pay attention to that. So this is how it happens. It's not that Lord is away. Lord is away if you don't understand. Lord is very close if you understand. See the difference. if you don't know, then it is away. It is written in the scripture itself. Tad antikecha, tad durecha. The Lord is closest to you if you appreciate. If you don't appreciate, it's the farthest from you. You do whatever you like. You are free. That's why people are doing whatever they like. There are dacoits, there are thieves. So people doing varieties of things. Third is systematic approach. You cannot just appreciate the truth instantly. Just like as I told, the child starts crawling, slowly sits, and then starts walking. Similarly, you appreciate the role of air, as I told you. How do you appreciate? You see the role, what capacity the air has got. You may say oxygen, carbon dioxide, so whatever names you give doesn't matter, but the air itself has got the capacity to keep the body alive. That is the system. That is the system. I have to understand that this is the system. And everybody is helpless. Nobody can do anything. Therefore, if you go to the space also, you take air with you. You go deep down the ocean, they are taking air with them, oxygen with them. Without living is not possible. So life means air, and that too helpless. And if I say when the air is going to stop, you can't say anything. When the respiration is going to stop, who can say? But so you don't pay attention to this. You are very much engaged in outside world. I'll do this, I'll do that. So a lot of dreams, so many dreams in life. All the dreams will shatter, right? Will get shattered if you pay attention to this. It's not that you should not do anything. I'm not telling you. You do whatever you like, but whatever you are doing because of this. You should know. That is not the best. Air is not the best. But unless you appreciate the role of the various forces of nature, forces of nature means what? It is universal in nature. Whoever is there, a child is lying in the bed. Why it is lying alive? Why it is alive? Same air. The old man is lying also in the same bed, the other bed, nearby bed, suppose. So why the old person is lying there? It's same air, because the air has not stopped. You do not pay attention to this. You miss this, even though it is universal everywhere. You don't pay attention to it. See, a doctor is performing operation, right? He is a great doctor. He is a great doctor. He has treated so many people. That's true also. He has treated so many people. But you don't pay attention how he is alive moment to moment. That's why you call him great. Instead of calling the air great, you are calling the person great, you see. You don't pay attention to that. So what should you do? Remember again and again. And because remembering is very difficult, therefore the scripture says, so loudly you take the names of the Lord. Namaste Vaya Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi. My salutations to you, O Lord Air. You are keeping everybody alive in this world. Say loudly. Maybe, I don't know. Hey, you may be able to understand it earlier. So, when you are worried, you cannot understand the role of the air. Without your being alive, you cannot be worried also. In order to be worried, in order to be angry, in order to be unhappy, you have to be alive first. And that your being alive is because of air. So, when you are sitting cool, you don't have any disturbance, any internal, external, at that time at least to think about it. But what people think, they plan how to live better in the future, how to live happily in the future. What all things they want to collect in life, what are knowledges they want to gain in life. Instead of thinking this, they are thinking that what can you do? So you have to practice it every day, not once in a blue moon. Every day you have to practice. the role the air plays. Another thing I'm just telling you. I'm not talking about the param, shrestha, the greatest, I'm not talking. Intermediary steps, they are the intermediary steps. If you don't go through this, you cannot reach the highest. Or your understanding will, about the highest. It will not take place unless you accept the intermediary rules of substances that are there. Here, for example, as I gave. Another thing, so parents, you call it parents, okay, father and mother. Parents are there, okay. But parents, father, he's my father, she is my mother. That's how you behave. You transact with them, you're happy, you get things from him, from them. So, and they grow old also. Slowly they grow old. But you don't pay attention. The same scripture says, worship your parents as the Lord. Just like worship the air as Lord, here the scripture says, worship your parents as Lord. How do I worship the parents as Lord? Matrudevo Bhava, Pitrudevo Bhava. Your mother is deity for you, your father is deity for you. How do you appreciate this? The system of procreation. See, the system of procreation of the human being is not that of a plant. And this in the system, my father will be there, my mother will be there. See, or I'll come through them. This is what the destiny, Lord's wish, unseen factor. In fact, every animals, birds, they have got their own way of uh, the progeny, whatever they do, their own way of expansion of the species. But human being, it's like this. Now, why this father and this mother? There are so many fathers, so many mothers in this, all over the world. It's the universal law. You don't pay attention to that universal law. Everywhere in this world, you will find father and mother. Once you see a person, a human being, wherever you see a human being, means the parents are there. Any human being, maybe alive or dead, I don't know. But whoever is there, it is because of the parents. Anybody who is living anywhere, an old man of 80, he must be having his parents. They won't be there definitely, but there were parents. So parents as the Lord. Parents, they may be doing wrong thing, doesn't matter. Or action is wrong, but parents are parents. So because of parents, your existence is there, I tell you. See, you are existing because of your parents. So then only you acknowledge the role. Along with that, the understanding should be, even though this system is there, system of the species, so the species, human species, propagation of the human species. The thing is that even though they are the Lord, with respect to the body, they are not going to be here forever. That is, so there we know very well. Our parents, their parents, their parents. It's from time immemorial. It's not one day affair. Suddenly some parents came and they vanished and stopped, world stopped. It's not like that. we have our parents. They had their own parents. They had their own parents. It's time immemorial. You cannot, it endless. There's no beginning. That's why the word is used anadi. There's no beginning for the creation. You cannot give a particular date for this. On this auspicious day, the creation started. It's not like that. So, you pay respect to your parents. Doing wrong, just like father is telling 2 plus 3 is equal to 4. How do I accept? I don't accept. It doesn't mean he is not my father. He is telling wrong. He is doing wrong. But that doesn't mean he is my father. So, accept your parents as the Lord. Accept the air as the Lord. The universality. You just keep seeing the universality of all these things. We are eating. Everybody in this world eats all the time. Whoever lived in this, they ate. So the entire system, how it runs, the gravitational force, the rain, the winter, the summer, all these things are required for the lives to continue in this earth. Every aspect of the nature is the Lord. That is how you look at it, how it becomes Lord. If you know the importance of the given object, then only it becomes the Lord. If you give importance to it, it is there already the Lord, definitely. But even if you don't salute to the air, also it will keep you alive. Doesn't matter how long it will keep you alive. It all depends upon your lifespan, whatever is given to you. But if you pay attention, what will happen to you? The ego that I could do this, do that, etc., that will not be there. Or the weakness also, sense of weakness, that I am miserable, etc. That also is not going to be there. Why? Because you are made like this. Everybody is made whatever he is. Thinking of having some superiority or inferiority complex. People have got this. I am superior, I am inferior, all these things. They create problem in the human beings. Any complexity, complex whatsoever. It is far from reality. Complex is far from reality. It is your superimposition about yourself. So you are made what you are. Everybody is made what he or she is. So when you pay attention to the forces of nature, your ego. So I'll do this. This will slowly subside. If you pay attention to your leg, there is deity in the leg also, isn't it? Vishnu Devata. All pervasive. Vishnu means all pervasive. That is there in my leg. The deity is my leg. It's not hand. I'm talking about leg, It's not hand. It's not eye. It's not ear. Because of the legs you have moved and your entire life, you don't pay attention to that. Now, you see the presence of the Lord in your legs. And legs means everywhere you'll find the same leg, Somebody having 4 legs and some 100 legs also. Centipede is having 100 legs. Legs, whatever it is. It keeps the living being moving from one place to another place. From the childhood onwards till now, I have been walking, see. I pay attention to this. So when there is a problem in a leg, probably you have got problem, then you will pay attention to that. I am not able to walk now, etc. So why should you invite a problem so that you understand the Lord? Lord in the leg means what? Universal. Every leg is made to walk or to take the living organism from place to place, because living has to be there. That is how the system. So I do understand the varieties of changes that it will undergo, whether it is a leg or eye or ear, etc. That's okay, but they have got their role. Every leg in the world walks. Every eye in the world sees. See the universality of the sense organs and other things of the nature. Everywhere in this world, it is the same air you see. It's not that you say American air, Indian air, or Pakistan air. Air doesn't belong to anybody in this world. Air is there and everybody is alive. That's it. So why do you say all these things? If you know, and small little bit of ego, whatever will be there, that I can do this will vanish. What will be the result? You will be cool all the time. You are giving importance to the thing where you should give, to which you should give importance. Earlier you are giving importance to food, etc. This is very nice, etc. Without being alive, how can you eat? So you are giving importance to the root slowly. It is not param, I tell you. I'm talking about the intermediary steps, all the governing principles of the universe. You don't pay attention to the weight item. I'm telling you, weight, how the fruits, mango, the falls to the ground. Gravitational force, you say. What is the gravitational force? Without which nobody will be staying here. Gravitational, you don't see the gravitational force, but you can appreciate it. Lord's wish, without which nothing is possible here. No work is possible, no industry, nothing. So, see, and you know very well that you have not done all these things. You have not created human beings. You have not created the system of respiration. You have not created the gravitational force. You have not created the eye, ear, etc. You are not responsible for it, but you are using all these things. So when I am using all these things, let me be grateful and use. You take for anything you take, you will find the same Lord everywhere. As it came in the earlier verse. So all your sense organs, they are bound by laws. The objects outside, they are bound by laws, universal laws. Every dog will bark, not the not the Indian dog or the American dog. Every dog will bark. That's the nature of the dog. So the more you appreciate this, you are getting closer to the truth. So the universality of the laws, universal laws that are there, and because within that system, within that law, I am here today. Everybody is here today within that law, and I am happy with that. There will be resistance. I tell you in the beginning, there will be resistance, sure, because your expectation were different earlier. This should happen like this, that should happen like this. The expectations were different. Your expectations. But as in when you grow in your understanding, you see that things are happening, and happening not because of anybody's wish. Every happening slowly becomes right for you. Every happening, whatever happened in the past, whatever is happening now, and whatever is going to happen in the future, every happening, I tell you, whatever happened in my life is perfect. It could not have been otherwise. And whichever way our ancestor lived in the forest, that was all perfect, the way it was. In future also, I don't know what's going to happen. Whatever will happen, it will happen. That's the wish of the Lord. So, your acceptance keeps you cool. And you cannot accept unless you analyze these things. And for analysis, you should be available to this. That I am doing the best thing in my life. As a human being, it's my responsibility to understand things clearly. Living is there definitely for everybody. Everybody lives the way he is supposed to live, wherever he is. But the purpose of the human life is yet to be understood. Whatever comes, I don't know. I should try to remain happy because that is what the situation I am supposed to be, whether in the forest or in the city, wherever I am. There will be difficulties and comfortable situations. Both will be there definitely. Everybody's life is like this. So that also comes within the laws. So the more your objections subside, the better you become. Comfortable you become, more comfortable you become. So it's a systematic approach, just like the child will run after some time, but as of now it will crawl. Similarly, I'm worshipping the Lord. I'm worshipping a given form. I'm taking the name of the given Lord, particular name, whatever it is. You take any name, I tell you, any name, doesn't matter. In your language. But you understand that I'm taking this name as your name. You are there, without which the universe will not exist. So slowly the understanding grows. It's systematic approach. And if you are in the direction, in the right direction, it's a matter of time when you'll be appreciate the truth and even happy throughout your life. That's what the system. And this system is universal. It's not given to a particular country or in a particular place. It is not restricted to a particular place. Air is not restricted to a given religion, etc. No, or given place. It is the air of the earth, we can say, in one way. Similarly, the subject matter is meant for each and every human being in this world, whoever wants to understand. A subject matter, it can be talked in any language. You just need to know the language that the speaker knows. That's it. It can be any language. Subject matter is the same. Lord is the same. It cannot be different. So slowly it happens if anybody tries. Just like the child, if I keep trying every day to understand the truth, to appreciate the role of the universal forces of the nature, I slowly appreciate them and I remain comfortable. And how the universal forces of nature they will help, I will know that at that time. So it is a systematic approach, and we'll see later. Rest of the time we'll meditate. This is very important meditation every day for some time, for 15 minutes or so, because varieties of problems that I have, they have got to be solved. Sit straight, close your eyes, and take the names of different parts of the body. You just look at them. Left foot, the toes, left knee, left thigh, right foot, the toes, right knee, right thigh, stomach, chest, back, left palm, fingers, left elbow, left arm, left shoulder, right palm, fingers, right elbow, right arm, right shoulder, the neck, back side of the head, right ear, right cheek, left ear, left cheek, mouth, nose, right eye, left eye, the forehead, top of the head, the entire body. This body is what it is. It is supposed to be like this. If it is a male or a female, whatever it is, this is how it is supposed to be. The time of its birth, not before, not later. This time alone, it is supposed to be born. The parents, this is the parents and no other parents. Siblings are there. These are going to be my siblings and not anyone else. The place, there are so many places in the world. This place I am supposed to be born and no other places. Financial condition of the family where I am born is how it will be. I don't have any objection to anything. With respect to my life, I don't have any objection to it. Whatever has happened till now, it is perfect. Today's condition is perfect, and as long as the body will remain alive, it will go through varieties of changes, varieties of situations. Whatever situation come, I will welcome all of them because that is how I am supposed to face till my death. I will not have an objection to anything. This is the nature of each and every body in this world. It's not restricted to a given person. It is universal in nature. So everybody is perfect in his or her own way because of the wish of the Lord. See how the respiration is taking place. Air is entering and coming out, keeping the body alive. Just pay attention. Mental worship. Imagine any form of the Lord. Every form is the form of the Lord. Put a flower at the feet of the Lord. Prostrate in front. Pray, O Lord, give me the strength to accept whatever I cannot change. Give me the strength to change whatever I can change, and may I know in every situation what I can change and what I cannot change. Doing salutations again and again. Om Namah Shivaya. It is all auspicious. Shiva means auspicious. I am taking the names, you just hear that. Hearing itself is enough because it happens in your mind. You need not have to create sound in your mouth. Just hear. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Clay is the pot. Clay becomes the pot. Every part of the pot is the clay. You touch clay when you touch the pot. In fact, clay, another name is given pot. Clay alone is everything. Even if you don't call it pot, it is clay alone. Similarly, the entire universe. Consciousness is the universe. You call it varieties of things. Sound, form, taste, etc. Human beings, star, moon, etc. But everything is one consciousness. Just like in the dream, it is consciousness alone and there is nothing else, which looks like stone, human beings, sun, mountain, everything, but it's all consciousness alone. Similarly, the entire universe is consciousness alone. There is no second thing. There is no second thing called pot. It is called clay alone. Similarly, just one consciousness which pervades the entire universe. I am that consciousness. Everything is a consciousness. Consciousness alone. No bondage, no liberation. Truth alone exists. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Vrashatu Parjanyaha Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Kshovarahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu सर्वेषां मंगलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।